Good morning, fish and chip followers. Today I'm going to look through some older Fat Records LPs of colour version, just for perusing, just for fun, because there's fun in perusing. So starting with the letter A, but not A, but actually B, Banner Pilot Resignation Day, which was 2010. And was a re-release of the Kiss of Death release by Banner Pilot, which I think was their first or second album. That's a lovely white record. You can distinguish it from other colours by the fact that it's white. Okay, and then the Banner Pilot's album Heartbeats Pacific, which was 2011, which handily followed 2010 right on time. This one's, ooh, look at that, a nice smoky album, very nice colour. Can you see that? I hope you can see that. I can see it, but that's because I'm up close. It's a fairly good album to listen to as well. I listen to it when I do, but I don't listen to it when I don't. There's some of the things I do and don't do. This one's Chicks Dig It, which is a different band from Banner Pilot. Safeways, here we come. This one's on blue. This one's on blue. See it there? It's actually blue on both sides. Blue and blue. Blue on the A, blue on the B, blue all over, can't you see? That's one of the rhymes that I have to use so I know what's going on with things in my life generally. And staying with Chicks Dig It is the 2012 EP/album, which I think needs a little bit of a re-listen because I've known this for a while. So this one has the music on one side and a nice pale blue, and on the other side it has a map. Look at that, a lovely etched map on the side B. Or is this the side B? Is it a side B if it doesn't have music on it? Is it only a side B if you're identifying the music sides? I don't know. And if one side side A is therefore the second side B? That's an assumption. We've got CJ Ramone, Last Chance to Dance. This was like 2014, which was in the past, and it's a splatty. It's a white splatty. Look at that. It's a nice looking album, although I do think that the white splatty's been overdone in the last few years. Nowadays, if you get a white splatty, you're quite likely to think, oh, another white splatty. But 10 years ago, it'd be like, oh gosh, a white splatty. Darius Koski's solo album, Sisu, or Sisu, I don't know exactly how to say it, was 2015. And the back acts as a delicious mask. And it was green. As green as I am solid. Look at that, it's a nice see-through green. As green as I am solid. As green as the waves on the sea, and as green as the jealous face of a Sony fan. Dead to Me, Little Brother from 2008. What an EP, I was dead excited when this came out. Following on from the Cuba Ballerina, which was one of the best albums I've ever heard at the time. What a delicious marbled orange. It's one of those colours that you just want to eat. You wish it was a delicious giant piece of candy. It's such a nice looking record. Delicious. What a lovely looking record for a lovely sounding EP. Some really great tracks on that. I like it a lot. I like it. It's solid. Solid as a hardened sponge. And after that they followed it up after Jack left, boohoo, with African Elephants in 2009. Which has a lovely printed inner sleeve, but it's one of those with a very weak, lightly glued on side. So you have to be ever so careful with these, otherwise it'll just split. It will split on you. This one's a marbled blue. Marbled blue. And this album is called, yes, African Elephants, which is named after the kind of animal that you might find hanging around with other elephants in that African region of the world. It's so amazing to find out these things. And their last album, of course, was 2011's Moscow Penny Antique, nearly 10 years old. That is insane. I still think of this as a new album. So Dead to Me's newest album, Moscow Penny Ante, from 2011. Oh, what a nice looking album. Look at that. It's another sort of mush. A mushy, marbled mush of slush. Very nice colours. I do like that a lot. It's a pretty looking record. Overall, Dead to Me do have a load of lovely looking records. Yeah. Put that down there so I know where it is later for when I need it. After I don't need it, but when I need it. Dillinger 4, Situationist Comedy. This was the Repress series before they stopped doing that. It's one of the first ones that had the plastic inner sleeve, which I loved at the time. It's a nice blue little toothpastey white bits in it. See that? Toothpaste style white bits slurred into it. Slurred into it. It's a nice album, but not their best. Do you know what I mean? It's a good album though. I do like it a lot. I do like it. I listen to it sometimes, but only when I choose to listen to that album. What I listen to more often than not, if I'm going to listen to Dillinger 4, I'll listen to 2008's Civil War. Although you wouldn't know what it was called just by looking at the cover, would you? Because the cover ain't got none of that info. It's a dark clear. Look at that. It's a sort of smeg colour. Dark clear. I think it's dark clear. I'm actually colourblind, so I'm not completely sure. But I'll go with dark clear. It's a good looking record and a very good sounding album from the band. Yes, which is Dillinger 4! And also from the classic Repress series was the Call to View Descendants album, which was clear. It's clear to see, but it is. It's a nice sturdy record. This, look at that. Could you see me? What I was doing, man, I was just pretending to be hidden behind the record, although I couldn't be because it's clear, and I was invoking to you a challenge of looking for me behind the record, which of course you could do because it is indeed clear. Elwood, as in Mad Caddy's other album, Lost in Transition, is red. And red suits it well. Look at that, with its nice yellow label. And that's side B, that's side A. We probably need to talk about this album fairly soon. This is a very nice looking album for a very nice sounding album, and Mad Caddy's best slow album. I enjoy this album a lot, and I think people should spend time with it. People should spend time with it to enjoy it. Face to face, don't turn away. Face to face, don't turn away. That's possibly what they sing. It isn't, but it's possibly what they sing. This is the album, the red version of the cover. Again, classic Repress. Purple colour. A nice old classic purple. I do like a purple record. A purple record gets those tongues wagging down the road, doesn't it? Look at that. What a nice looking record. We can all agree that a purple record is worth 2 in the hand, 4 in the goose and 3 in the bag. We do enjoy a purple record. And when I say we, I mean me and other people that like purple records. More recently, of course, is High Standards The Gift, which was 2018, something like that, on this colour. Splatty Scum Splatty. Nice there, very nice. I've got no idea what these colours are, but I'm sure it's nice. It's something like yellow or green with something like blue or purple or pink in it. Something like that. Let's just say that it looks good. I can identify that much. And I'm going to put it away so that next time I want it, I know exactly where it is, which will be away. And on to L is Western Jake for another repress colour, re-release. This is the one that came with a bonus DVD a number of years ago. Ooh. Look at this. Pale. Pale like custard, pale like the day I was born. Side A, this one interestingly does have a side A and a side B, both of which are musically inclined. Okay, so if you're wondering about, oh, what was that Lesson Jake album with the music on it? It was this one, Borders and Boundaries, from its original release date was what, 2001, 2002? Look it up yourself, you big dweeb. Lesson Jake, Greetings and Salutations, which was a combination of two EPs stuck together by Fat Records to make an album, which was 2000 and I don't know, 2016, say something like that. Ooh, look at that. I think this came on two different colours, maybe a blue and a yellow, something like that, I don't know. But this is what I got, this one. And I quite like it. It's got a bit of a sharp edge. Oh, ow, oh, ow, oh, ow. If somebody was going to be burgling my house and all I had at hand was some of my records to fend them off with, this would be a good one to throw at them because of its sharp edge. Okay, you got me? Good. Mad Caddy's Duck and Cover. This is one of the earliest of the Fat Records classic repress series, which was in a smoky green. Smoky green. It's also potentially Fat Records' best ever release. Alongside maybe, obviously, something like War and Airism, maybe Short Music, Short People, but this is right up there. Ultra strong. Ultra strong. Definitely. Get it. Mad Caddy's best of double album. We have a bunch of tracks on, like 24 tracks. And it has a blue one and a yellow one, I think, if I remember. That's one. Can you see it? Look at that. That's a nice colour. That's a nice label. Very nice. And the other one is blue. Blue like the ocean. Blue like the colour scene. Yeah. Oh, it's a sort of marbly blue. Look at that. Look at the streaks. That's a nicer looking record. Look at that. I go to Plumpton Agricultural College with this and show them exactly what the sky's all about. It's blue, you silly Plumptons. That's what I'll tell them, if they needed to know. I'm assuming they didn't, but that's the kind of guy I am. Always teaching people, always teaching. Me first, have a ball. Have a ball. Oh, classic repress series, because originally this only came out on de black. On de black. So it was classically repressed on de grey. On de grey. Because the whole point of that series originally was that all the older records by Fat Records only came out usually on de black, so they were repressing their older albums on colour for the first time, giving them a new lease of colour life. Drag again. Repress series, I think. This one's green. Green like a corporal's uniform in some foreign army where they wear green. Just clear green, not much to say about that, but a nice colour nonetheless. Matches the green of the cover and the green of my brain, the green of my... oh dear, I dropped it. You should have been there. I was just trying to put this in here and I dropped the sleeve, so I couldn't put it in. I had to try a second time. Luckily the second time worked out. Morning Glory, Poets Were My Heroes. Very strong album. Again, this is 2012. I can't say enough good things about Morning Glory. What a band and what an album. This one's red. I won't bother getting them both out because they're both red. Red. Dark red, see-through red, red. It's a red album for a red time in my life. I don't actually know what that means. That's why I'm not going to elaborate or tell you anything different. I'm simply going to say that it's for a red time in my life, even though it wasn't. And the second album, albeit maybe their fourth album, overall, Warpus Albums. Warpus Albums. This was grey. Grey. Yes, grey. Look at that. Oh, I do like a grey album. It's very grey. But it's a good album. Really good songs on this album. We've got I Am a Machine Gun, Carmen Alarm, Punk's Not Dead I Am. Loads of great songs on it. Check out that album if you haven't, otherwise you might not. We've got None More Black, moving on to N, None More Black, which looks like it comes in a double album, but it's not. It's simply a snazzy gimmick. It's a gatefold. Look at that, it's a kind of clear, smoky, bluey nonsense colour. Still nice. Still nice, we do enjoy these things, don't we, Uncle Stephen? Don't we, Daughter Stepanek? And don't we, Grant, Naylor and Ed Bye? I'll put this back inside to keep it safe and warm for the upcoming winter months, which will be coming later when it's winter time. No Use for a Name, you might have heard of they. That's the band from Cosmo Street. And their 2004, 5, 6, whatever album, Con Carne or something. This one's grey, a smudgy grey. Smudgy grey for a smudgy day, a nice light smudgy grey. A record to understand, contemplate, and to take to breakfast on a plate, a contemplate. Old Man Markley, the first one, Guts and Teeth, that was it. Lovely album, lovely piece of classic music from, I don't know, what, 10 years ago or something? 2011, oh my god, where is this life going? This one's purple. Purple, look at that. I got my guts, I got my teeth, and I got some super music on this super record. Such a shame that this band dwindled away, dwindled into nothing over time. Such a shame. If I could reverse that clock, if I could turn back time and bring them back, I'd say I've turned back time and brought you back. Downside Up, Old Man Markley, album number 2, album number 2, album number 2, album number 2, on red and white and blue colour. Can you see that? The three colours match the three colours of the cover and also the three colours of the guitar of the musical band man's guitar, which of course reflects the French flag, which is the flaggiest of all flags. That's exactly why they chose that, because they wanted to be as flaggy as possible, and damn did they achieve that, damn did they achieve that. Woo! P is for Poor Habit. This album isn't as good as their first, Suicide, which unfortunately didn't get a record release. It really should, because it's fucking solid, mate. Look at that though, it's a nice smudgy blue, nice looking album. A lovely band, Poor Habit, the band that keeps threatening to come back but never does. Lovely. Maybe one day they will, before they're all completely dead. Yeah, maybe one day. Thanks very much. That's a bunch of Colour Fat Wreck records from A to P, which is some letters of the alphabet, not all represented. Thanks very much. Bye now.
Thank you ever so much for watching my very good video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Very Good channel and come back next week for another very good video. A video to watch. Now, it's a good video.